Waachiim, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Okay, just talk to me about your last fight in Bellator.
Well, my last fight against Romskis, it went pretty good for me. Yeah, I did well. I feel like I was able to dominate the second round. But, we did have moments in that fight, both of us, and I feel like I finished strong, and I feel like I got two good rounds in, and the first round I won 10-9. The second round, I believe I was up 10-8. So, I'll be looking to carry that momentum into the next fight.
Just how long did it take to recover from that cut?
I had 7 stitches in the cut. That was the cut that the doctor wasn't very too fond about, and unfortunately decided to stop the fight. It was a matter of days. It was already healed up, so it took 7 stitches. It was she said it was too deep, but I felt like it should have been, I should have been allowed to continue. But we'll I live to fight another day, and I'll definitely come back, with more determined to finish him in this fight.
Okay, man, I gotta ask you this. Do you ever get tired of the same questions over and over again?
Yeah, you know what? No, man, I really don't, because I understand that these are questions that the fans really are interested in, and I really appreciate all the interviews that I get regarding the fight. It was a really exciting fight for me, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm a fan myself of mixed martial arts, and I try to watch as many fights as possible, and I get really excited when I see an action-packed fight, and I carry that action into the ring for me. I have a lot of love for MMA, and anytime I can put on a great show for the fans, it makes me feel really good inside too. Because I know my family watches, and all my friends are watching, and they're all fight fans. So it really, for me, it never gets old answering these questions.
Awesome stuff, man. Well, we appreciate the time. Okay, man, and just talk to me about the keys to victory for yourself in this fight.
Well, I think the key to victory is to make this fight for me, for him a very uncomfortable fight. I'm not going to let him get comfortable. I'm not going to let him impose the pace that he wants to impose. So I'm definitely going to focus on exactly what I did last fight in terms of keeping him on his toes. When he wants to rest, I'm going to push. When he wants to push, then I'm going to make him rest a little bit, and tie him up and frustrate him, and work, obviously, the clinch. And I feel like my clinch game is solid. So out of the clinch, for me, I'm very comfortable. So if we do tie up, I feel like I can impose my strikes and impose takedowns, and just keep him uncomfortable. And I think that's how I'm going to be successful again.
Okay, and how have you enjoyed your time with the Bellator promotion?
Bellator's treated me, really well. I've had I've been fortunate enough to fight for a strike force, and they were really a class act organization as well. But Bellator is really, accepting me with open arms and treating me really well, and they really appreciate the fights that I put on. When I fought Hara at the Tachi Palace last March, they really opened their arms and let me know that they appreciated my fight of the night performance, and I just really feel good about the whole promotion in general, and hopefully I can do what I do best, and that's put on a great fight and come out of it with another victory.
For sure. And MMA is in its infancy. It's a young sport. Boxing has been around for years, though, and there seems to be some judging problem in both sports. What would you think about live judging scores after each round?
Oh, I think that would be great. I think that's definitely the direction they should go in. Live judging really, I think it really takes a lot of the controversy out of it, and
For sure.
yeah, and it definitely keeps, I think, everybody in the loop of how the fight's going, and I think also too, getting judges that are as qualified as possible, and I think they're still having trouble with that. I think there's always going to be a level of people out there that think there's a conspiracy going on, or some
Sure.
people, just might be being paid off, and I don't think there's too much you can do about that right now. And that's in all, boxing, MMA, and so forth. But as long as you have open scoring, I think, like you were talking about, I think you should limit that. And we all love MMA, and we just want to go out there and compete and be judged fairly.
Let's do some fantasy fight time here. If you could fight any fighter in the world, past or present, who would it be and why? Any fighter, boxer, doesn't matter.
Oh wow, okay. Man, that's a good question. I think you know, man, you really got me there. I guess it probably an old one of the old Pride fighters or something. Maybe maybe like a Horace Gracie back in the day.
Nice.
When he was fighting Sakuraba. Those guys. I have really a lot of respect for those guys, and I would love to fight. Let's just say a Horace Gracie or Sakuraba. I think
For
more
sure.
realistically Sakuraba. My opponent Zerafias fought Sakuraba
Right.
a little while back, yeah, and his cauliflower ear got busted in the fight, and they had to stop the fight. So that was kind of a weird ending as well. But if I could ever fight one of those guys, I'd really be honored, and I have a lot of respect for the sport. But that's for me, it's kind of like a fantasy. I have too much respect for those guys to ever call them out.
Yeah, for sure, but that would be one heck of a fantasy fight, buddy. Okay, so want to throw out your sponsors, promote your Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. For any fans, out there that want to get a hold of me or sponsors, just go to SpiritwolfMMA.net. Has all my information on there. My management and so forth, and all the fans that want to get in touch with me on Twitter or Facebook, just Spirit Wolf MMA is my call sign. So I look forward to hearing from all the fans out there, and definitely follow me on Twitter and so forth. And my sponsors, Rev Energy, Gamma O, and Power MMA, and Scripps Ranch GNC. So thanks to everybody that make it possible. As a fighter, of course, our sponsors make it possible for us to really compete in the sport. So thanks to everybody, and of course thanks to Bellator and Bjorn Rebney.
I fell in love with your fight game, the debut in Strikeforce, and ever since then it's been awesome. So I appreciate it, man.
Oh, Mark, I like I said, well, you can call me anytime. Anytime you want to talk or you want to discuss, any more fight controversies or anything. I'm more than happy to talk to you about anything.
Okay, thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care.
Okay,
Mark.
see ya.